questions that'll put Daryl to sleep so we can hear him snore? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I have one. Can I sing a lullaby?
Um, how much? Oh my gosh, making me feel like I'm in like middle school. Thanks, Daryl. All right, so just as a reminder, on Monday, anyone who is not a senior, you guys are supposed to be taking a mock SAT. I've put up directions. I'm gonna safely, I think, assume everyone in here has a Khan Academy account. But if you don't, that first link is the directions. This second link is where you'll submit a screenshot for some extra credit. As far as seniors go, that's supposed to be a get your work turned in day, which wouldn't hurt for a couple other people that aren't seniors as well. Not going to name names, but I do have that up there ready for Monday because there will not be live class. There will not be data nuggets for you guys to do. You will not be doing anything other than the mock SAT on Monday. As far as this week goes, somebody had asked Daryl about when he fell asleep yesterday, what assignment were we doing? It's the Elephant Survey HHMI, so it's a like little click through it interactive sort of thing, but has a lot of information about how different surveys are done, as well as like keystone species and a couple other biodiversity things. This biodiversity survey, I have it set as due Monday. I'll have to switch it to Tuesday because I totally forgot about the mock SAT thing. Tomorrow and Sunday, if I remember correctly, are your warmest upcoming days if you're going to be going for an actual like nature walk. But you do have the weekend to do that. One other thing is the sweatshirt order. We haven't gotten full designs yet. It will be a black hooded sweatshirt. I would like to get things ordered as soon as possible, so that way you guys can have it like the first day of second semester. I like the thumbs up. Thanks, Leland. First day, second semester, and I'll actually put out the designs after Thanksgiving break. So we'll see what everyone comes up with. But yeah, I will definitely need to order the sweatshirts before we even come up with the designs and get that all taken care of because it takes a little longer.
Miss P,
Yeah,
don't forget to record.
thank you.
Yeah.
Wait, Miss, do we have to pay for that sweater?
So it is, you will have to pay a little bit for it. I'm putting in the money for the design part. So then you'll just owe roughly like $14. I have to figure it out with tax. But $14-ish for the sweatshirt, which is not a bad deal at all. And that includes if you like wanted your name on it.
When did we give you the money?
I'll start taking money. I've got to talk to the front office because now that we're not in person at all, I want to see the best way to collect it virtually. That is school approved. So I'm going to get back to you on that.
Okay.
Hopefully I have faith that they'll turn out really nice though. So the one that I was gonna order, again, it's like men's unisex size, plain cotton hoodie, almost like what I'm wearing right now, just not bright green. I left it up there so I could message the front office about it. All right, today and tomorrow, I decided we should spend 2 days on this, especially virtually. And I am going to walk you through a good third of it, just to even help you guys practice setting up like Excel, so that way you guys let Excel do the math for you. Because when I did this with my class last year, or at least a similar math thing, it was bad and took like almost a week. And having to do all these stupid calculations without thinking of putting it into an Excel sheet to have it do the math for you. So I'm going to pull this PowerPoint up here, but if I were you guys, I would keep a copy. It does have some identification stuff in it, and the links to the pictures that you're going to be looking at. So you will need that. The second one is an actual link to the spreadsheet, where you're going to keep your data. And I have it already kind of set up for you. We're going to input information, and I'm going to show you guys like how to kind of set up so it does the math for you. So it makes the stuff that we do tomorrow, the second, third ones, a lot easier. The equation that we're working with today is this one. So I put it up, I felt what was the most simplistic equation that we could work with. Oh my gosh, back to, let's see. And I've put down what these are, and I think it'll make a little bit more sense once you open it. So if you could download the PowerPoint and the Excel sheet. I don't know if it'll make a difference to you guys, but I'll split screen a little bit so you know both what you're looking at. You guys are goofy. All right. Anyone need more time to get these two things pulled up? Obviously not Leland, because he's singing about the rain down in Africa. There is a lot of rain in Africa. Don't even. There is jungles. Jungles require rain. Who sings that song? Now it's going to be stuck in my head. All right. So this first one, the directions. So let me explain what we're going to do. So basically, you guys are going to do a biodiversity survey of an intertidal zone that you have never visited. This is where we would go out, onto the fields of Sierra or like down towards the creek or whatever, but we can't. So this is what we're doing. And I figured it'd be way more fun to do the beach because that's where I'd rather be right now. So I've split it into 3 sections. And so there's photos for location 1, which we're going to work on today, location 2, location 3. We'll probably get to those 2 tomorrow. You're going to use this Excel spreadsheet to record your data, calculations, and on the second tab, I have this set of questions. I think they're also at the end of your PowerPoint too, but I have them right in here. So if you guys go ahead and click on, hopefully it brings you to my Google Drive. If I've locked you out, I'm really, really sorry, but I think I made it so you guys could access it. And you're going to have location 1, sample 1, location 1, sample 2, all the way down to 8. So you'll look at each of the pictures, and we'll look at them together for this first part. Yes, location 1. And then hopefully, if you can open location 1, that means you'll be able to open location 2 and 3. Took you to a page that says reset? Oh no, that's not good. I really hope. My recommendation, copy and paste that link into, what is it, Edge or Explorer or whatever doesn't have that. That's that stupid internet filter. When you get that thing that says reset, it is so irritating. How will the school not let you access my Google Drive? Well, today at least, I'll upload the pictures for tomorrow. Dang. Alright, Sierra sucks. Sorry. don't, it's already recorded, I'm screwed. But, okay, so I'll show the pictures on my computer today, and I'll figure out a new way to get all the pictures to you tomorrow for locations 2 and 3. Like I said, we're just going to be working on location 1 today, which really sucks that you guys don't have access. So I'll fix that for tomorrow. So we're going to look at 8 photos today, starting with photo 1, which is the furthest from the shore, and then working our way to photo 8, which is the closest to the shore at that time. Then we're going to record the exact number of species present when it's possible. There's going to be some that are going to be some more estimating. And then use Zoom when you guys have access to it. To help kind of work with the numbers in the photos. Like I said, when we're talking about estimating, one of the things you're going to be looking at is like live or dead barnacles. So if you're like, hey, that looks like 20 barnacles, so you would only put 20. If there's 19 or 22, I don't care. We're just going to kind of estimate for today and tomorrow's purposes. And then algae we're going to look at as more of a percentage. So like 0, 50, whatever it may be, based on our quadrats. A few of the species we're going to be looking at today, live barnacles. If you've never seen them, look like this. It's like a calcium shell with like a mouth on the inside, kind of, that opens and closes when they're feeding. When they're dead, they just have that outside shell. There's green hair algae, which is named for exactly what it looks like, is green hair. You have mussels. So if you're a seafood fan, mussels are very common when it comes to eating now for seafood. Sea lettuce, this is a type of algae, an unknown species of algae. It's just, call it miscellaneous. That's what I have it listed in as your sheet. And then another type of algae, it's a brown algae, and don't ask me to pronounce, I'll pronounce it, but I have no idea what it's actually called. The Dictose? I don't know. Some of these scientific names, I'll just never know. Limpets, they're like flattened out snails, I guess you could call them. They have like a triangular shaped shell, and then the little like sluggish snail part is underneath, and they like suction themselves to rocks. And then these are what the sample sites look like. So hopefully you guys can see that there's a transect line on this rope right here. And then any of you guys that have been in my classroom recently have seen the white quadrats, and it's just a way to kind of, and you'll see them in the pictures too, a way to kind of like zone in and only look at a certain area. So sample site 1, sample site 2, and sample site 3. So they're all the same beach, all the same proximity, just a little bit spread apart. All right, let me pull up the pictures.
Are those in the chart already, or do we have to write those?
What do you mean by in the chart already? The locations?
Oh no, I meant where it says location 1, location 2, and location 3, but I found them.
Okay. All right. So this is what a quadrat looks like. This is a really tiny one. The one I have in my classroom is like a meter, so it's a little bit bigger than I can show you on my screen. But it's a meter by meter, so it's usually a perfect square. And then we zone in and we measure any plants or animals that we would find in here. So I'm gonna bring up a couple pictures. Let me find my folder again, sorry. I didn't plan for you guys not to have access. There's another picture, the second one we're gonna look, oh my gosh, I've got the hiccups. The second one that we're gonna look at, and you can see why I've asked that we estimate the amount of barnacles. I'm not gonna ask you to count each individual one. All right, so when we're filling out this table, This first one's super easy. We're in location 1. Brief description of the photo. What does it look like?
PVC pipe.
Well, the PVC pipe is the quadrat.
So do we just put quadratic PVC pipe?
Well, that's going to be in every picture.
Oh, so square.
That's going to be every picture. What does this look like inside? That's what we're focused on.
Square. A square.
How about sandy? It looks really sandy to me.
Is that what it is?
What's that?
I said, is that what that is?
Yeah, that's sand.
From my end, it kind of looks like a table.
We're at a beach. Of course there's sand.
Yeah, it looks like a countertop.
Really does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you guys it's not a countertop. We are at, what is it? Location 1, so it looks like this. And we'd be taking our quadrat like right in here. Alright, so do we have any alive barnacles? Countertop beach.
No, not right now.
Zero. So like I said, this first one's going to be really easy. Any dead barnacles?
Not yet.
Not yet.
No.
Limpet, is there anything in here other than sand and shells?
Bacteria, maybe?
Yeah, we're not going that far. So like Naya just said, yeah, things we can't see. I just put some of they would technically be considered macro flora and fauna. Macro meaning bigger, so things we would see, like the nematode worms. So first sample, super easy. All we're doing is looking inside the PVC pipe and looking to see what living things we can find. Broken shells don't count. Where's photo number 2? All right, so you can see we're still along the rope right here. We're at photo number 2. So how would you very quickly describe what is inside this quadrat? What
I see. I think that's sand, barnacles, and is that coral?
So it's not coral, it's just rock.
That's rock. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll definitely kind of help out with the pictures since they look like countertops. So again, I'm gonna make this actually bigger. You guys see that okay?
Oh, yeah, that's way better.
Okay. So a lot of these particles, you see how they look empty and just kind of look like things reaching out from the rock? Those are the ones that are dead. All right, the ones that look like this, where my mouse is, this one right here. We got a few right down here where it looks like there's something inside. Those are the ones that are alive. And barnacles sometimes are kind of gross. I'm not gonna lie. There is a really pretty type of barnacle that's like pearl, but yeah, no, definitely not yummy. No one eats barnacles. So estimating, because like I said, we're estimating barnacles. I'm not having you guys count these because that will take up the rest of the class period. How many alive ones would you say there is?
None.
There's
6.
definitely a couple. Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. I see a few. I see 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
No, I'm okay with that. What were you gonna say, Ashley?
I was gonna say 6. The biggest ones, there's only 6.
The biggest ones? Yeah. There's definitely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'd probably count a couple up in here as alive as well.
10?
we could go with about 10. So let me flip back to my sheet. And now what about dead ones? Back up. Estimate.
Infinite.
50.
All right, Ashley Javea, say 50. 40. God, I'm never taking you guys to a guessing game. Oof. So there's 10 alive ones and 20. Oh my god, y'all are killing me. I'm gonna say Dylan's second guess. Is it your second? Well, we know Daryl's not snoring. That's good. Alright. No, there's not 1 million. You guys are too much. So we found, we'll say like 10, 15, whatever, alive ones. We'll say 10 because it's a nice round number. And that was a very small proportion of them. I would say there's probably 10 times as many dead ones. Because if you even look, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 just right here. Alright, so those of you that are guessing 20, 30, 40, 50, you're running a little small in your numbers. And I do realize that might be how clear this picture is coming across to you. So I'm going to go with definitely not 1 million. We'll go with, how about Dylan's 92. All right. Was there anything else in that picture? I think it's just barnacles.
I mean, I didn't really see anything else besides them.
No. Okay, so we're gonna put 0 for the other one. Pull up number 3. All right. So take a look at that for a moment. What I'm going to, let's see, where'd my Excel sheet go?
How can we determine the content of this?
What do you mean determine the content?
Like, for the pictures, it looks like sand, and it looks like rock, and it looks like shell all at once.
Okay, so this part of the picture right here is sand, but it's like down on the ground, not in the quadrat. This is all rock. Some rocks are made of shells. So you do have that. That is probably not helpful, especially over a Teams meeting. And then generally, in all honesty, looking up closer at it, it's a lot of destroyed barnacles that are left over. You do have some actual ones like right in here, but a lot of them have just been sheared off or whatever. What do you think these are?
What are these things? Limpets?
Yeah, the limpets. That would remind me of the stereotypical like Chinese straw hats that come like straight out. That's what they look like, the shape of them in person. I know it's hard to tell from this picture, but all right. So kind of like Naija said with the shells in the rock, I'm gonna put that in. Oh, I moved it off to the side. There we go. I'm gonna put that in here. Just all right. So we know we have a couple limpets. They're really easy to see, so I'm just gonna go ahead and actually
3.
3. I only see 2.
When you made the picture bigger, I saw 3.
Those 2 right there. Any alive barnacles? Probably. I know I saw a couple.
I see 1, 2.
Those look kind of dead, so we can go with 2. All right, and then dead barnacles that aren't like that's like a piece of a shell up there. We definitely have a handful down here, but most of them aren't even barnacles.
They're not whole.
So how many do you guys want to put?
50. I think they're all crushed.
Yeah, we're not counting the crushed ones, just the ones that still look like barnacles but aren't alive.
So all the grayish ones down there,
Mm-hmm.
maybe about 40.
We can go a little lower than that. I like Niasia's answer. We don't have any mussels. We don't have any seaweed, anything like that. So I can mark 0s. Right. Next picture. Now all of you want to become population biologists because all you get to do is stare and count things all day, right? All right. We have a little bit more going on, kind of.
Rock.
Yeah, definitely mostly rock. A little bit of sand down there. Got some more limpets, got some more barnacles. And now I think this is a good picture where you can see where they've been scraped off versus like still in their little house.
So for here we put sand and rock.
Sand and rock would be a good thing. All right, I'm going to try and speed it up a little bit. Okay. All right, so don't have a whole lot of alive barnacles. I would say it's probably these few right here. So let's see. Have quite a bit of dead. How many limpets? We've got some big.
Two.
So we got like a mom and a dad, I think, and then we've got a whole bunch of babies right in here, like 4 right there.
The green one?
Yeah. So probably about 7 or 8. It's one of those things. It's much nicer in person because, oops, and it doesn't start to get blurry. And then dead ones. How many do you guys want to go with for dead barnacles?
Wrong picture, I think. There we go. Maybe 10.
15? Sure. And a sneak peek at sample 5, maybe. The life of teaching online. All right, so here's sample 5. Rock and sand, yeah, definitely. We do have something new popping up in here, though.
Mud. All the sand in these pictures looks like mud.
Well, yeah. Especially as we get closer to the water, which we're doing, it's gonna look a little bit more muddish, just because it'll be more wet.
Would we still put sand though?
Yeah, it's still sand.
Okay.
Right, so I don't see. Oh, those are outside the quadrant. Mostly, I'm gonna guess these are mostly hollow, because that's what it looks like, at least in the ones that I can see. So I'm not gonna.
That's really small.
Mm-hmm. So they're even smaller. Some more limpets. I'm used to looking for them. They're very common where I grew up, so I kind of like stick out and see them. So we do have
See 3.
3 limpets. What about even those ones?
The dead ones?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe about 30, 20.
The new thing that's in here, though, are these guys. By the same.
These little seed-looking things.
Yeah, they almost kind of look like seeds. They're pretty small and they're covered up by sand, but this kind of like holds them in place. These are mussels. So these are probably like baby mussels.
They're small.
Yeah, these ones are pretty small. These for sure. So,
15.
we could do 15. All right. Pull up number 6. 3 more pictures. We definitely will have to continue this tomorrow. All right. Wow. Definitely, I don't see any barnacles that look alive. Might be hard to tell on your guys' end between shells and barnacles.
A little bit. I see 1 dead barnacle.
One fully dead one. Oh, there's a few over here too. It's
Is that
one that
why?
the longer I look at it, the more detail I see. Let's see. There are a couple limpets, like this guy right here. Where did I just see another one? I swear I just saw a couple more. There. Alright. I'm gonna just throw in some numbers for the sake of time. We're on sample 6. Would you say like 6 dead barnacles?
Yeah.
2 limpets. And there was actually quite a bit of baby mussels. Alright. I'm might fill this out on my other screen so that way you guys can just see the pictures a little bit better. And I will totally fix that for tomorrow. I'm so sad you guys don't have access to my Google Drive. All right. Now we're starting to look a little different. I'm going to pull this off to the side. So over here, this is mostly rock, a little bit of sand in there. I don't see any alive barnacles.
What'd you say?
I don't see any alive barnacles. I see a couple dead ones. I don't see, and you guys can correct me if you guys see something else too. I don't see lipids at all. I don't think. Oh, I do. They're covered in algae. They're all right in here.
What are those mussels?
The black ones, yes. These ones right up here that are covered in algae. Took me a second to focus on them. Those are all limpets. So let's.
How many? I can't really see them. Oh, now I see them. 1, 2.
Yeah, it's still kind of blurry, but you can kind of see that,
Oh, yeah.
like, striations.
5.
Okay. And then we still our muscles down here. Go with. Now we actually have a tiny bit of green hair algae. It's called green hair because it looks like a green wig. What percentage of this do you think, of this quadrat, do you think is green hair algae?
Upper left corner.
Percentage. So if this is 100% in here,
Maybe about, let's see, not 50. About 45.
45.
I would say even Jesus's guesses are a little bit high. So I would say about 60% of this is still this rock, this like shelled rock, and leaving like 40%, but you have an area with a whole bunch of mussels and you have an area with a whole bunch of rock or whatever it's attached to. So I would go with Niasia and probably go 20. All right. One last picture.
20?
And I'll put my Excel up in a minute. I just want to get all the data for all the pictures down really quickly, and then we'll actually start the math part tomorrow. All right, sample 8. We're looking rock and sand. No alive barnacles for sure. I'll zoom in. We have a couple dead ones, and things start to not look so. As you get closer to the water, you can kind of tell they're getting like grungier looking. That seaweed, like the color from it, kind of starts to take over. So we do have what looks like probably a couple dead barnacles. Definitely have a lot of limpets. So you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm just going to stop counting there. Mussels, all the little black things. So each one of those. All right. I didn't look at what time it is, so I'm putting my sheet up here so you guys can have And then we'll do all the math for all these numbers tomorrow. Like I said, I'll make the pictures accessible to you guys tonight before I go up my basement stairs. Is it blurry? I'm sorry. The pictures are my Excel. Oh, dang. Nice and clear on my screen. And Niasia. Alright. So, this is going to be up there for a minute. Class is over. We'll do the math-ish stuff tomorrow, and I'll get you guys the pictures so you can look at them on your own. And then, yeah. Yes, I did, Jesus. I haven't heard back yet. So I did it yesterday during class while you guys were working on the elephants. So nothing to turn in today. That is correct. Nothing to turn in today.
Okay.
And if you don't have any more questions, have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Bye, Miss.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. I'll
Bye.
see you tomorrow.